Hola,
Oh, hola, mi amigo. Why you speak Spanish?
hola. Oh, today we have mezcal for a change on our little trip down booze lane.
I don't think we've done mezcal. And I see it's
Is-
called Fidencio Mezcal, 10-month-old, bottled by Single Cask Nation. It is a Reposado, Espadín Agave, 53.4 ABV. It's got a 5 in it. It is
It's got a
first
5
fill.
in it.
It's first fill bourbon, cast 2932, one of 252 bottles, and it's from Oaxaca, Mexico.
Correct.
Or is it Mexico?
So this is from our friends at Single Cask Nation, and as I recall, this is one of their special projects. Especial. For years, people have said to me, "Oh, if you like smoky and pitted Scotch, you're gonna love mezcal." So in my early experiments, I didn't see the connection. I'm starting to now. I've enjoyed mezcals now on a few occasions, but it's just another complicated world that needs some more research.
Yet another rabbit hole.
Another rabbit hole. Yes, another
okay.
rabbit hole.
We are like Alice.
I believe the Spanish word for rabbit is conejo.
Conejo. Very nice.
I believe it's conejo.
Hmm.
Shall we dive in?
Yeah, so this is 10 months old. So it's not a silver. This is not an añejo, but it's just reposado just means rested, right?
You got me. Now the bottle says, as I pop the cork on this guy, aged 10 months in a first fill bourbon cask. And I seem to recall that first fill bourbon cask is one of the wild turkey casks that Single Cask Nation bought. And they sent it down to Mexico to have Fidencio age their reposado in it.
That's a nice tie-in.
I believe that was what they did.
That's a really nice tie-in.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why the wild turkey name is not on the bottle, but I could be wrong about that. I'm fairly certain that's what they said. You can read some of that stuff. Hugely buttered. This is the notes on the bottle. Hugely buttery nose offers inviting fruity notes and a suggestion of barbecue on the palate, and finish deliver abundant smoke and intriguing piney and zesty notes.
It's very light golden color, like a pale gold.
It is such a different flavor, smell, aroma than what we're used to.
See, now I wish I wish you didn't read the tasting notes, because now I smell it and I'm getting no, it's okay, but I'm getting like buttered popcorn.
Yes. Well, there's the butteriness. I smelled it as soon as I popped the cork.
Okay, well, enough about the information. Let's get our noses in these glasses.
Let's nose away.
Let's get in it. The butter at first, but now it's starting to move into something else that I can't quite nail it because I don't have the depth of knowledge with this stuff.
Now this should have a pretty good nose hair burn because of the 53.4%.
No, I don't think so.
And it doesn't. I'm the same way. It doesn't have that. Definitely, that butter thing is really there.
Butter,
it's there.
Butter's there. Then there's like a little bit of citrus coming in.
It's almost like pine note to me. I don't know what that is.
I almost maybe like a little bit of vanilla also, and that's probably from the bourbon barrel.
It would be interesting to go to a mezcal distillery and see how they do all this.
I'm in.
Let's go. We're in.
Let's do it. I like tacos. I like mole. I like all that good stuff.
Wah-Ha-cah is the home of mole.
Oh, then I'm definitely in.
We're ready to go for a try here?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'm in.
It is very light, isn't it?
Color? Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, what's interesting is now I see the smokiness.
Yep.
I get it, and it's really, really nice. It's very peppery. I wouldn't say peaty. I wouldn't say peaty, but there's definitely a smokiness to it.
So that's the thing that I've had to change my way of thinking about mezcal. When all these people would say, "Oh, you're gonna love mezcal because you love Freud." It's not even in the same world to me. There's a different kind of smoke going here.
Yeah, but it's like what is that one we had? That one Scotch, not from Islay. The other one was it Wolfburn?
I've had a Wolfburn, but it was really
Is that what
light.
it's called?
There's
but that's what I mean. But it's like that. It's like that really light.
So yeah, so like the middle of the
or how about like a Tobermory or Leche?
Leche, maybe. So when you get away from Islay and you're more on the mainland, you're getting different kinds of peat, and it's more heathery, less salty, less iodine, less seaweed, and it's
or even like
less astringent,
like
smoke.
The Connemara, almost like the Connemara.
Yeah, sure.
Like that kind of peat. Definitely not Lefroy peat.
Yes.
Or
No. Most definitely not. It's definitely not Islay smoke. But it's really...
No, that's really nice.
It really is nice.
And I totally get the smoke on this one.
So it would be... interesting to take... I don't know how mezcal is normally finished. What kind of barrels they use, what kind of wood they use. We know this is in a ex-bourbon barrel. Right. It would be interesting to see how this would have been against itself, not in an ex-bourbon barrel, whatever kind of barrel they use, and see how the bourbon's made this the way it has.
Mm-hmm. But let me see what else we got besides that. Let's see. Let's get beyond smoke. Yeah, beyond the smoke, I get a little bit of vanilla. There's a little. It's not super peppery, but there is a little tingle.
I don't know. That's funny you said that. The first time I didn't think it was very peppery, but the second time I definitely get that pepper spice note.
And it's like a little herbal, a little maybe licorice.
Well, so when I said earlier pine, I'm almost picking up like juniper on the tongue.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. I see what you mean. Almost like a gin.
Yep. There's definitely on the sides of my tongue, I'm getting that kind of juniper note, and which is really interesting. You don't see that, like, of course, in scotches ever. That's a gin note.
Can you smoke juniper? Almost like maybe like you took a branch of juniper and like kind of lit it on fire, and you get that kind of a smell.
That could be what we're getting a little bit. Agave is a very interesting plant, and when you're roasting any kind of plant, it's going to have different notes than wood, for instance. This doesn't have a wood smoke flavor to me.
No, not at all. I think it's more like almost like a brush fire.
You know? Yep. Well,
like
green smoke.
Not like a big tree. Not like you're burning a piece of hickory. And I mean, there are differences in smoke. I mean, we're not talking complete nonsense here.
No,
because there's all different kinds of wood. Because if there weren't different kinds of wood, you wouldn't have your apple wood smoke and your cherry wood smoke, and they obviously give you different flavors, right?
Wow, it's funny. Now I'm getting that licorice note or anise more than earlier, and it's sort of in that gin family too. There's definitely an herbalness to this, like you said.
I like this a lot. I would really go high B+, low like A- in that range. That's just really drinkable. I could really enjoy that.
I remember when it was available to purchase, and I can't remember if there was a one of these 2-bottle maxims that they have. And this was one of my first mezcals to buy. And I was close to buying 2 or wanted to buy 2. I said, no, I don't know enough about this stuff. I'm not going to like it. Who knows? And now I wish I bought 2 or could have bought 2.
So where do you go grade wise? Same, about B+, A-?
Oh yeah. This is an A to me. I can't say much about it in comparison to other mezcals. I haven't had enough to say how this compares, but on its own, it's really delightful. Yeah, it's really delicious.
I don't have a whole lot of experience with it either.
Yeah,
I think just as a first experience, it has I want more.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Mr. West Coast, for sending this out. I appreciate it. It's very delicious.
You're quite welcome.
Once again, you have not steered me wrong.
It was a really interesting experience. It's Mezcal Fidencio from Single Cask Nation. Delicious. Delicioso, I would say.
Muy delicioso. Gracias and adios, amigo.
Gracias. Adios. Buenos dias.
Cheers.